Hello Spartan fans, welcome to Center Court, Upstate Basketball Insider. We get ready for our Christmas holiday edition. Coach Eddie Payne is alongside, and Coach, your team coming off their marquee win of the season on the road at Georgia Tech against an ACC opponent. You roll into College Park, Maryland, and give the 19th ranked Terrapins all they could handle. Quite a week for you across the last couple of Saturdays.
Yeah, two high-profile games, two good teams. We had success in one. We didn't have success in the other one, but you know, we did enough good things that we can learn from and build upon. But you know, Maryland was a good team. They had 5 36% and higher three-point shooters, the highest being around 44. So they have good players, and it was difficult to play against a team with that many shooters, and they really stretched us out and did a lot of good things to attack our matchup. But you know, we had opportunities. But when you play a team like that, you don't have a very big margin for error, and we made some mistakes and didn't turn the ball over in the first half. Really played a good, solid first half. Second half, turned it over 8 times, and that hurt us a good bit. So we had, you know, if you go through a game with 8 turnovers, that's fine, but if they're all in one half, usually that doesn't bode well for that particular half. And so we came out of that game and continued confidence and understanding that we can play with really good teams, but we still got to get to the point where we execute in crunch time and win games like that on the road, which is really more difficult than it would be in a tournament game when you're in a neutral site. So something we can learn from and benefit from.
Coach, Fred Miller with another outstanding performance for you. He continues to be a great leader during his senior season.
Yeah, he is. He's playing well. He and Ty and Mario have been indispensable in their leadership and experience has really helped us, and we had really good production out of the 5 spot in that game. Mike, I think, had 13. Jake had 6. So that's 19 points and about 10 rebounds out of that spot. In this particular game, our 4 spot didn't have a great game, and you know, I'm not bringing it up to fault these youngsters, but I brought it up to our team to point out when we have 5 people, 5 positions playing well and being productive, we can win games. We're good enough to win some of those games, so we're just going to keep trying to get everybody going, keep emphasizing, you know, we all need to play well. Not great, just well, pretty good, you know, and then we'll have a chance.
Spartans led by 4 at the break, as many as 7 in the second half as they really handed it to the 19th ranked team in the country down the stretch. Coach, you look at where you are at this point as we get ready to head into the holidays. 8 wins already, getting ready to close up the 2014 portion of your schedule, and you've got a defense that is still ranked in the top 20 in the country.
Yeah, the change, the shift to a different system and different style defensively has proven to be a good one for us. It requires people to prepare in a different and more probably specific and concerted way, and it also generally requires people to prepare in ways they don't normally practice. So all those things work in our favor a little bit and help us, and of course our guys are still learning it. I'm still learning it, having never done it before. You know, you see things, you implement drills based on things that you see happen in games, and so you're constantly learning and tweaking and experimenting with different things. So we started out with one way to guard ball screens. Now we're up to 3 because we have to adjust to some of the different strengths of other teams, and so we'll continue to do that and hope we don't overload these guys. It's always best to be as simple as you can be, if possible. And try to get a lot of repetition. We'll try to keep it simple, but on the other hand, we do have to make adjustments.
Certainly been fun to watch the development of this team defensively as that defensive project continues. We're going to learn a little more about Shelby Hicks on the women's basketball team. When we come back on the other side, we'll get the injury report as well as coach's thoughts on the upcoming games on the remainder of the 2014 portion of the schedule.
I've always wanted to play basketball ever since I was a little kid. Ever since the first time I picked up a ball, I knew it was something that I wanted to be around for the rest of my life. The main person I idolize in basketball is Pat Summitt. I've always looked up to her ever since I was a kid, but the main people that I could say are my heroes would be my parents. They've always pushed me to be the best that I can be and never take no for an answer. And that's a motto that I kind of follow and will follow for the rest of my life. Well, my goals after school are to continue on to play basketball. I want to try and land somewhere overseas or possibly get on a team here in the States. That's my main dream that I've had ever since I was little bitty. The funniest moment I ever had playing basketball was in middle school. I think every kid has done this, but caught the ball and ran the other direction and shot in the other team's basket. And their whole team was cheering me on because obviously I looked goofy and was shooting in the wrong basket. If I could have any superpower, it would definitely be teleportation. So I could get places faster and I could go places like far away. Like if I just felt like going and sitting down in Italy and having a nice dinner, I could just poof and go there. Or I could come back to the gym on time or just be to class on time, but still be able to go have fun really fast. My most memorable moment at Upstate would be hitting the game-winning shot from South Carolina State last year. That was a tough game, trying to battle back, and just wanted to be on the winning side of that one, and that was a great feeling, getting to make that last shot. If I could start a franchise with any professional player, it would definitely be Tamika Catchings for the Indiana Fever. She is another person that I idolize, and I actually had the opportunity to meet her this past summer, and it was an amazing experience. Music is a big passion of mine. I love music. One group that sticks out to me is REO Speedwagon. I've listened to them ever since I was a kid. If I could take a vacation anywhere in the world, I would probably have to say Dubai. I've seen pictures and it just looks beautiful and it seems like a very relaxing place. My favorite professional men's basketball team is definitely the Miami Heat, hands down, no other team. When I go home to Greenville, Tennessee, the main thing that I like to do is go out on the lake with my family. It's just an easy getaway and it's really relaxing to kind of escape from the everyday fast life.
People know you and they get to know you on a personal level and they know your abilities.
And this is really a place where I have seen, and I mean this is a place where I've seen students come here and really try to figure out who it is that they are.
Is this what I want to do for the rest of my life? And I think every college kid goes through that. But being here at Upstate and being a part of so many different programs, I know what my purpose is. And I can say that with confidence.
You don't get lost in the crowd at Upstate.
USC Upstate is a place where people can discover themselves.
Welcome back to our holiday edition of Center Court as we get ready to take a look at the women's basketball program and welcome in head coach Tammy George. Coach, good to have you with us once again.
Good to be here.
We take a look back at the Maryland Eastern Shore game. It was a game that your team pulled away in the second half, and a performance by Brittany Starling that nobody around here will forget anytime soon.
Yeah, definitely 21 and 20, those are good stats. She had a very good game. We got her the ball in the second half and she scored with it, so it was good to see her have a good game. Hopefully she'll get some confidence and continue that dominance inside.
Can you remember the last time you had a player pull down 20 rebounds in a game?
Actually, I do. There's been a couple. I'd say Paulina a couple years ago pulled down, I think it was 22. And then obviously Chelsea McMillan has had a couple games where I think she had 20, some alumni there.
What can you say about Brittany Starling and her leadership on this team? Her run came in that second half, those 10 points at a very big critical moment for you.
Yeah, I think we were struggling offensively, just scoring. Our percentages are down. So it was good to get the ball inside and get some easy shots. And obviously, there wasn't totally easy. She's got to make them, but she did a good job of finishing, and that was a good sign for us. So I thought we did a good job adjusting and getting the ball inside, and Brittany Starling did a good job of scoring or kicking the ball back out, and it became more of a team sharing the basketball kind of thing, and that's a good thing to see.
With all the talk about Brittany Starling, it was still Charmaine Edwards in the end who hit a couple of big threes and led you in points, and she has been a tremendous leader for you this season.
She has. I mean, she's just been very consistent for us scoring. It was good to see her shoot much better. I thought she shot about 50% from the floor. But again, I think it all started with getting the ball inside and Brittany scoring, and then it opened up things outside to kick it back outside. So that's where it starts, and that's where we got to continue to get that inside presence, and hopefully that'll open up things more on the outside. And it's not so much pressure to hit threes all the time. So.
You've been very good in the Hodge Center. You extended your streak. Now 8 games in a row that you've won in this building. What makes it so special for you guys about playing here?
Yeah, it's our home. It's where we come and practice every day, and we feel comfortable and confident. And obviously the fans and being close. It's just a great place to play. We love to play here, and I wish we could play 29 games here, but unfortunately we can't. But we just got to take care of our home court, and we've done that so far, and I hope we can continue to do that.
Spartans certainly making the best of the games they do get to play here, winning each one of them this season by double digits at this point in the year. You look ahead to the games that are coming up for you. Of course, Morehead State is on the schedule, and then a couple of teams from the local area, UNC Asheville and College of Charleston, keeping in the Carolinas here as you head toward the holidays.
Yeah, I mean, no easy schedule. Morehead's coming in, and they're pretty much like us. They have a balanced team scoring. They place 4 players in double figures, so that's going to be, our defense needs to step up a little bit, or our offense get much better. But we're looking forward to these next 2 at home, and then hitting the road to College Charleston after Christmas.
We always ask you to size up the progress of your team at this point. You're getting ready to close out the 2014 portion of your schedule. How do things sit based on where you'd hoped you'd be?
Well, we'd love to be, have a few more wins. We feel like we lost a couple there. We should have won. But overall, I feel like, we're getting better, and that's the thing. We got to just continue to get better. The biggest thing is I want to shoot the ball better. We're not shooting where we need to be shooting. We're shooting in the 30s, and our three-point percentage is almost as good as our field goal percentage. So that's definitely got to get better. But we're making progress, and that's the good thing to see. And people are stepping up, and people are starting to realize their roles, and that's a good thing to see as we get closer to conference.
Keep an eye on the continued growth of this women's basketball program. They get ready to close out their non-conference portion of the schedule before too much longer. You get a chance to see them here at the Hodge Center. Don't miss it. Thanks for your time, Coach George. All the best moving forward.
Thank you.
We'll be back with more Center Court right after this.
It goes with .3 remaining, and the Hodge Center is going out of its mind.
Hey, welcome back to Center Court. It's time for our Inside the Game segment with Coach Payne. Coach, you're in the midst of one of your most brutal road trips of this particular season. Talk about the difference in getting your team ready to play on the road and withstand the type challenges that you're in the middle of facing right now.
Well, it really boils down to, it's not a great deal of difference other than the fact that you emphasize it's just us. We have to, really be strong. Our bench has to be very involved, and our bench has been terrific this year. The youngsters that have not gotten to play as much seem to be, not only feel a part of it, they're the guys that are playing have reached out, and you can feel it. You can see the attitude of involvement and investment by the guys that aren't playing every bit as much as the guys that are playing. So that's really a big part of being successful on the road. But we're trying to just play and execute and do what we do and keep emphasizing that we're in control of our destiny. The challenges that occur, that their fans get behind them. Well, we have to generate our own enthusiasm and our own confidence. No one is confident alone. It takes a team, it takes a group of people pulling in the same direction to create confidence, to create an attitude of success. So that whole aspect of team unity and team that buys in no matter what their role is, to the ultimate team goal is what's very crucial when you play on the road.
What you're talking about right there is a natural transition into our Spartanburg Regional Medical Center injury report. You got to have that depth with everybody being involved and all the guys healthy. Where does that sit right now with your team?
Well, we're fine. We're fine. Kareem has still not been cleared to play, but other than that, we're in good shape, and so we'll just keep knocking on wood, thanking the Lord for that. Injuries are something you can't really control. You can't think about. You just have to play, and so far we've been blessed.
Let's step away for just a moment. Here comes our creative segment as we check in with Alex Love, who has a little holiday information for you around campus.
We're right outside the dining hall, and I'm here with my new friend, Ashley Christmas. Ashley Christmas, how are you doing today?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing good, thanks. So the holidays are coming up, and we want to know around campus, what's the best gift that you've ever gotten for the Christmas or for any of the holidays, and why would that be?
I guess it would be like when I was 5 and I got the little toy kitchen that had all the little cooking appliances and everything. I really wanted that year.
I got a puppy last year, and he is my best friend. I love animals, and he was the best gift.
I think the best Christmas gift that I ever got would have to be my Usher calendar. My mom got it for me one year because she knows like I love Usher and like I keep like raving about him. So she got me a calendar that was just like all of him, like his facial expressions, his smiles, and just everything, and I just loved it. That's probably the best Christmas gift I ever got.
I got a skateboard, and that was my favorite because I really enjoyed skateboarding back in the day.
My favorite gift I ever got was from my dad. It was the complete collection of the Twilight Zone shows, the old black and white ones. It's like every single episode, and it's my favorite show, so I was really excited to get it.
I'm here with my theater classmate, Janiyah. Janiyah, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good, thanks. So the holidays are coming up, and we wanted to know, for students, what was your favorite holiday gift you ever got growing up, and why would that be?
I got an Easy Bake Oven because I don't know why, but I liked it.
I received a bike when I was about 12 years old. I really wanted a new bike, so my dad just happened to bring one out, and it was exciting. It was great. Great time.
A bike for some good transportation for the holidays. I'm Alex Love reporting for Center Court.
All right, Coach, now we reach the point at which we look ahead at what's coming up. We talked about road games, how important they are, how you approach them. You got a couple of big ones in Memphis and Mississippi State, and then Montreat as you return home. Talk about this upcoming stretch.
Well, Memphis is a name that college basketball fans certainly recognize. Long history of success, playing a beautiful place, FedEx Forum, talented, athletic. They're struggling a little bit this year compared to past years, but in terms of their abilities and athleticism and those kinds of things, they got as good athletes on their team as anybody in America. So we can, hopefully we can bother them a little bit with our defense and become better at half-court offense execution. And if we do that, I think we'll have an opportunity to win the game. Mississippi State's a much improved team. Coach Ray down there came from Clemson. He really struggled last year, and his team, he's in his second year there. They've gotten a lot better. They've had some good wins this year, and we'll be playing them in Jackson, Mississippi at a neutral site. Hopefully that'll help us a little bit, but those are two really challenging games. And then we have a Christmas break, and we come back with Montreat here on the 30th, and then we go Hampton, Kansas City, and then the conference is here. So this is a big, important stretch for us. We'd like to finish out our these last two games on a high note before we hit the Christmas break.
Conference season is just around the corner. You mentioned the Christmas break. It's got to be nice for you to begin to get these guys off of exams and into that break period.
Yeah, exams, hadn't gotten grades back yet, but that's always a crucial period, and we've been very fortunate pretty much since I've been here about having guys that do a pretty good job academically, so we're hoping for the best of that, and then the best time of the year for a player. Between now and mid-January, they just eat and sleep and play basketball, so this is the life of Riley for a college basketball player.
Well, and it gets them ready for that stretch that is coming up, the games that really count. Share with our fans before we depart on this particular edition of Center Court. Where's the mindset of this team? You picked up that big win against Georgia Tech. We talked about it. You give Maryland all they can handle. You're going into this road stretch, and they can just focus on playing basketball. Talk a little bit about where your guys are right now mentally and physically in their preparation.
Well, I think in general they're confident. They believe in what we're doing. They believe in each other. We expect to play hard. We don't give attaboys for what you're supposed to be doing. In order to win, we've got to do certain things and execute better. We're confident we can do it, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I'm confident y'all play hard, but we got to get better at execution. So I think that you've got a mindset of a group of kids who believe in what they're doing, and we just got to focus on little things and sharpen up little things, and whether it's rebounding the ball against a big team like Memphis or executing when the really crunch time occurs in a minute and a half and it's a tie game. So those are the things that are going to hopefully help us elevate ourselves to a little bit higher level. And that's hard to do, but at least we have experience in the backcourt which really helps that.
Experience is certainly continuing to grow for this basketball team, and it's going to be interesting to watch what happens for a team that's already raised some eyebrows around the Atlantic Sun. Coach, Merry Christmas to you, and a good stretch hopefully coming up this week. We'll take a week off, be back with you as we get ready to head into the new year.
Thanks a lot, and Merry Christmas to all.
And now it's time to tally your votes in our social media highlight of the week. Currently, Josh Cuthbertson's big three-pointer against Georgia Tech reigns supreme, but this effort in the middle of the second half from Brittany Starling has a chance to unseat Cuthbertson's three. It's all up to you. Tweet to @UpstateSpartans with the hashtag #CCTopPlay. We'll tally your votes and let you know next week who continues to move forward on our social media highlight of the week. And that does it for our Christmas holiday edition of Center Court, Upstate Basketball Insider. We'll join you on the backside of the Christmas holiday, December 31st, as we get ready to reign in the new year and take a look back at all of 2014 in Upstate basketball. In the meantime, have a Merry Christmas, everybody, and we'll see you in 2 weeks on Center Court, Upstate Basketball Insider.